Hello, this is Elena Tamuk 1. Welcome to my channel. As I told you before, I was going to be doing a henna treatment, and so this is the things that I use in my henna treatment. I always use olive oil, egg, and of course my packet of henna, which I already opened. I use this kind by Harvest Moon Henna Hut. It's from Henna Hut, called Harvest Moon, and I use the brown color because it's very close to my color. As you can see, I already opened it, and it's in powder form. 1 can of coconut milk, rosemary, tea tree oil, because I noticed that my hair grew a lot. It grew about ½ inch to 1 inch in some places in just 2 weeks. So I noticed that there's a lot of dandruff, so I'm going to be adding that, basil, and then because my hair was flat ironed, I'm going to be strengthening it with some Megatech. And of course, I need my dropper for the rosemary and then the can opener. So we're going to go ahead and do the mixture. I have this in here already. Add the egg. I don't really measure with the olive oil, but I try to put at least 2 tablespoons, 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. I'm going to be putting 4 drops of rosemary. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to just pour very little. I'm not going to use the same dripper because that has rosemary on it. That's the tea tree oil. So I guess of the tea tree oil, I put about 2 or 3 drops. Of this one, the basil, I'm going to put 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Oops, a little bit more than 4. That's okay. Okay. I'm going to open up the can of coconut milk. Doesn't matter what coconut milk you have. I usually use the one that has the rich in flavor because it has all of the vitamins that are necessary in there. Okay, this is how the coconut milk comes, and you want to make sure you shake it up before you open it, because a lot of times once you open it, on the top there's like a thick film of fat that's on the top. And that, you want that all in your mixture. Okay, so I'm gonna use the whole thing of coconut milk. And then I'm gonna put some Megatech in there. Okay, now I know this is a lot, but because of the length of my hair, this is the reason why I'm putting this much. So I'm going to be stirring it, mixing it together. Until all of it is completely mixed. I like it to be mixed very well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish mixing it, and then I'm going to let it sit for a couple of hours or so, and then I'll come back and apply it to my hair. Right now it's kind of late, so I'll probably be waking up during the night to finish applying it because it's the only time that I have to do it. So I'll come back and I'll show you how it is mixed and after it's sat for a while. Okay, now it's for the application process. I let it sit for about 30 minutes because I want to hurry up and try to get it on. I usually never let it sit, but I decided to let it sit a little bit because I had used a little bit of the coconut milk was a little cold. Now the mixture that I did, it looks like this. Has very little lumps in it, and I like it like this, and the reason why there's so much is because of how much hair I have. Now it's for the application process. You're gonna need gloves. You're gonna need oil, and I use castor oil because it's thick, and it's because it's so thick, it does not it keeps the color from adhering. You're gonna need a plastic bag. And then, of course, I put this on for the night. So after I do my hair, I'm going to go to sleep with it and wake up hopefully early enough that way I can wash it out before my kids wake up. Now, I already did the pre-poo like I showed you in my first video. I do the pre-poo. I put my hair in twists, and as I do them in twists, I have it with the oil the oil concoction that I made, which is the olive oil, pumpkin, sesame seed, basil, in here, rosemary, and I already did the pre-poo with this oil. So I sectioned my hair into twists, and for me, doing it in twists like this is a lot easier, and I can get it done faster. Now what I'm going to do is I make sure I don't have any metals on because I don't want it to be discolored. I've had metals on before and they never got discolored, but I've read that people get discolored. So I'm going to take off my ring. Even though my hands are going to be in the plastic. Now sometimes I do keep, I don't use these because I coat my hands with this, but today I am going to use the gloves. So first off, you want to start by coating. I'm just going to take about that much. You want to coat your hairline. And I do my ears because sometimes it gets runny. I even do inside my ears a little bit because I don't want, you know, sometimes it gets a little messy. I don't get it too messy. And then I put some on my neck. I'm just going to get a little bit more. And my hair grew about ½ an inch and an inch in some places because of the vitamins that I've been taking and massaging my hair at night, every night. So it grew a lot. So even though I did flat iron it, it did grow a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now that I did that, so I'm going to put on the gloves. Oh, and I know some of y'all will want to see how my hair reverts back when it's wet. So what I am going to do is I'm going to show you, do like a strand test really, really quick. I'm going to use this piece here. And this in here is just water. I'm going to wet it. Let's see if it reverts. And it's probably not going to revert immediately because of the fact that I did the pre-poo and it has so much oil on it. my hair's not, it's having a hard time reverting. Well, I know it's not, oh, there it is. It's reverting back. There it goes. It's because of the pre-poo that I have. You can see my hair's starting to revert back. The curls are coming back. And it's not because it's heat damage. It's because of the pre-poo. And you'll see in my my other videos that I do, you'll notice that my curls will be back. You can see it's drawing back up. But it's because of the fact that I have the pre-poo. But if you notice, this is what the henna has done to my hair, caused it a lot to my curls to be a lot bigger. My curls are like 4A, and if you notice here, there we go, it's coming back. 4A, 3C in some areas, and 3C is in some areas it's in the front. My curls were a little bit smaller than this before I started doing the henna. And if you notice, I get a lot of shrinkage. Now I'll show you this one. That's one that's reverting, hasn't completely reverted back. And then this is, let's see. Let me get all the hair. This is the hair that has been flat ironed. This is how my curl pattern looks. And after doing the henna, it has caused my hair, there you go, it's a little bit better. It has caused my hair to turn pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the application, so I don't want to waste too much time here. All right, so I'm gonna put on my gloves. And of course, now that this one is reverted, I'm gonna have to make sure that I get it correctly. I just wanted to show y'all my curl pattern. Some of y'all will probably be wondering to know my curl pattern. Okay, so I coated my hair with I did the pre-poo and then I coated it around here. So I'm just gonna take some, and I always start from the very end. I start from the end, and I put it on. I'm gonna grab some more. And with the consistency that I have, it is a little watery, but not too watery where it's gonna get everywhere, and it's not too thick where it's hard for me to handle. I like it like this because in some areas where when I get too close to the scalp, I'm able to squeeze the henna inside without having to separate the hair and manipulate the hair very much, because too much manipulation will cause the breakage. So like here, I can just squeeze the henna through. Okay, so sorry if I don't look at the camera. I'm trying to look in the mirror to make sure I'm applying it correctly. Now, if you notice, all I do is I kind of push the henna through with the texture that I made it, the consistency. It's thick enough to go through. I mean, it's thin enough to go through, but not too thick where it runs. And I can show you, I just applied it on here. So if I open it up here, you can see there's henna in there, and I didn't even have to open it and put it in there because because of the consistency of it, I was just able to push the henna through there. And I really like to make sure the henna's in there. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it up. And then I'm going to move to the next one. And this is what I do every time I henna my hair. I henna it every 2 weeks. So now this one here is all hennaed. And if you notice, there's henna throughout. In the end, I will do touch-ups just to put extra henna. But that's how I do the henna. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to pause the camera. And I'm going to finish applying henna throughout my hair. And then I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay, so I'm back now and I finished. And if you notice my shirt, I barely got any on my shirt because of the way I apply it. I'm really meticulous of trying to be as careful as possible. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down and I'm going to try to just apply a little bit to the outside, kind of put it up a little bit so that it can be ready for me to put in the plastic bag. And the phrase for the free henna is retain length with henna. If you can email me, retain length with henna. So if you notice now, this is the outcome. And my curls are already coming back, if you see there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all the top, making sure that none of it's being pulled. I don't like it when my hair is being pulled. Okay. I have just a little bit more application of henna left, so I'm gonna just make sure that the perimeter is covered. And the free henna, I'm only going to be giving it at this time. I'll be doing another one probably later. I'll be giving free stuff out. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, now of course I'm messy because of I let the hair down. So now, take my plastic bag, and I don't like to have this on the inside. I like to have it on the outside. So now I'm going to take my plastic bag, I'm going to tie it. You can have a cap if you like, or whatever you choose to use, just as long as your hair is covered. Okay, now I'm going to take my little thing. If you can notice, it's been used a lot. That's why it has all the discolorations, but that's what I use it for, mainly for the henna. And as soon as I'm done washing my hair, I put it on. So now And now I'm just going to clean up my ears. And I'll be sleeping like this for the night. Of course, I'm going to take a towel and lay it on my pillowcase so that I don't stain anything. I'm not really a wild sleeper, so I'm not really worried. But that's all that I do for the henna application. This is Elena Tamuk 1. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you learned something in the application and everything of how to put in the henna. Thanks.